Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's lovely to have you here. For those who don't know me, my name is Karen Lorena, and I'm a wellness coach. I'm a body worker and what I call the Awake Wellness Warrioress, which really means that I'm deeply passionate about helping people reconnect to their body, their energy, and their true sense of well-being. I've been in the wellness space for about over 25 years, and I've been working with movement and with mindset, bodywork, and holistic health. And more recently, I've also stepped into the world of frequency and energy-based wellness, which has honestly opened up a whole new level of understanding for me. I'm also a M2 leader with Life, which has given me the opportunity to not just use these amazing technologies myself, but also to share them with others who are looking for something more. And that's why I'm really here with you today. This is not about selling something to you. This is about opening your awareness to something that I truly believe is becoming the future of how we understand health, energy, and the human body. So today I just want to invite you to stay open and curious and really just feel into what resonates with you. So let's start. Now, when we look at the world today, we can all feel that something has shifted, can't we? We're living in a time where more and more people are struggling. And it's not just physically anymore, it's a mental, it's emotional, and I truly believe it's energetics as well. People are feeling overwhelmed, disconnected, tired, and even when doing all the things right. And when we zoom out and look at the bigger picture, around 70% of deaths globally are actually linked to lifestyle related preventable conditions. So that tells us something really important. It's not just about access to healthcare, it's not just about knowing what to do. There is something deeper going on because we've never had more information, more tools, and more solutions. And yet, people aren't necessarily feeling better. So I always come back to this question: what's missing? What piece of the puzzle are we not fully addressing yet? And this is where I started to become really curious, because what if the body is not just physical? What if it's also electrical, energetic, and responsive to frequency? So if we come back to the question, what is missing? One of the things that I started to realize is that we are living in what I call a frequency gap, because every single day we are surrounded by things that are constantly stimulating our system, but not necessarily supporting it. Things like Wi-Fi, artificial light, screens, blue light. We are exposed to this all day, every day. And I'm not saying that these things are bad. They're part of our modern life. But what I'm saying is we're getting more of these inputs without enough of the natural balancing input to support our system. So over time, that can start to affect how we feel mentally and emotionally and physically, and again, energetically. So once again, when we come back to that same question, what is missing? We are not giving the body that it's actually designed to receive. So not only are we being exposed to the wrong inputs, we're also becoming more and more disconnected from the right ones, the natural frequencies, the ones our body was actually designed to be in harmony with. Things like being connected to the earth, natural light, rhythms of nature. And when we lose that connection, we start to feel it. And this is where a lot of people begin to recognize themselves feeling really overwhelmed, even when nothing major is happening. Feeling tired no matter how much sleep they get. Noticing stress levels rising, anxiety creeping in. And even just being surrounded by concrete buildings, technology with enough time to reconnect. It's like something inside us is trying to come back into balance, but it doesn't quite have that environment to do it. So again, we come back to the same question. So what is missing? What if it's not just about removing things, but actually reintroducing what the body actually naturally responds to? And this is where things are really getting, you know, that things really started to shift for me personally, because I began to understand something really very powerful, but very, very simple. The human body is electrical. Every heartbeat, every thought, every emotion is guided by electrical signals in the body. So when we start to look at the body this way, it changes the conversation completely. And when the electrical communication is strong and balanced, we tend to feel aligned and energized, and we feel like we're in sync. But when it becomes depleted or disrupted, that's when we start to feel really disconnected, tired, even when we are rested, a little bit out of balance, and we don't feel quite ourselves. And I know this for me personally. This was a big, big realization, because instead of forcing the body to change, I started to understand that the body doesn't need force. It actually needs the right environment and the right signals. And that's where frequency comes in. So once I started to understand that the body is electrical, the next question became really natural. How do we support that? And this is where something called PEMF comes in. And PEMF stands for Pulse Electromagnetic Field. Now, that might sound a little bit technical, but it's about using gentle pulse electromagnetic signals to support the body at cellular level. So instead of adding something into the body, it's actually working with the body's own natural communication system. That is something that isn't new. It's actually been researched for quite a long time, this PEMF. It's even been used in environments such as space. NASA originally developed or used it to support astronaut health. And that's really interesting when they came back to Earth. And they used it to help support recovery and well-being in those challenging conditions. So now again, it's not about diagnosing or treating anything. it is really about supporting the body's natural processes. So the body can start to relax, that we can start support circulation and just overall a balance for our body. So the body can do what it's already designed to do. And that's for me, that's felt like a very much aligned way to look at wellness. So our cells actually carry an electrical charge because at a cellular level, our cells actually, it carries an electrical charge. And when that charge is strong and balanced, the body tends to function in a much more optimal way. But over time, when they're through stress and through lifestyle and environment, that energy can become diminished. And this isn't about labels, it isn't about diagnosing. It's simply about the body not operating at its full potential. As you can see here on the slide, I find this really interesting because the body actually responds to very specific gentle frequencies. Different tissues in the body responds at different ranges. And again, this isn't about forcing anything. It's about supporting the body with the signals it recognizes, helping the body come back to balance. And for me, that's just felt like a very natural and intelligent way of supporting well-being. So instead of pushing the body, we're actually working with it. So as you can see here, the cells respond between 0 to 30 hertz. Tissues responds best between 0 and 30 hertz. Nerve regeneration, 2 hertz. Bone, 7 hertz. And ligament healing at 10 hertz. So this is a really interesting visual. And again, I just want to frame this as an example to help you understand what we're talking about. So on the left, you can see what we often refer to as sticky or clumped blood, where the red blood cells are clumping, sort of grouping together, clumping together. It can make it harder for the blood to flow freely throughout the body. Now, on the right, you can see a much more open, flowing pattern. And what this represents is basically improved flow and improved communication within the body. So the cells flow freely and you get improved circulation and better oxygen delivery and more energy. Because when things are flowing better, the body can deliver that oxygen and nutrients more efficiently and remove waste more effectively again. Now, again, it's not about making claims or diagnosing anything. It's about supporting body's natural processes. And for me, this was one of those visuals that really helped click. And what I can do, what I will do, there's a link in the chat, and or you can comment where you see this video. If it's on any of the platforms you've received it, there will be a link where you can fill in your details and you will be receiving a video of that shows exactly this blood sample and some other really interesting videos about PEMF too. So make sure you fill that in wherever you see this video. Make sure you click on that. So it's about creating the right environment for the body to do what it's already designed to do. So, and of course, this is what really opened up my eyes. It was hearing and seeing people's experiences with PEMF, because while the science and the technology is really fascinating, at the end of the day, what really matters is how people feel. And what I've noticed is that people often start sharing things like this: feeling more energized, sleeping better, feeling calmer, feeling more balanced, and more like themselves again. Some people talk about feeling lighter, clearer, more motivated, and others say, I don't know exactly what it is, but I just feel better. And that's what I really love about this, because wellness is not one size fits all. Everybody's experience is unique. This technology is not about forcing the body, it's about supporting the body's natural ability to come back into balance. And when the body is supported, amazing things can start to happen just like this. Now, of course, every body's experience is individual and unique, and we never make medical claims. But I think it's really beautiful to see people feeling so hopeful again, feeling empowered again, and reconnected with their own well-being. Look at these pictures. Absolutely incredible change in what these two people have achieved. And here's also another example that I found really interesting, because one of the biggest challenges so many people are dealing with today, that is inflammation. Now, of course, inflammation can show up in many different ways. Sometimes it is physical discomfort, sometimes it's swelling, sometimes it's stiffness, sometimes it's fatigue, or just not feeling comfortable in your body. And what's really important to understand is that circulation and communication within the body mattered. Because when the body is flowing well, when the nervous system is calmer, when circulation is supported, the body often responds in really positive ways. So what you're seeing here is an example of someone that experienced before and after using this PEMF technology. And again, it's not about making medical claims. It's simply about supporting the body's natural ability to restore balance and function more efficiently. And that's something I personally find really exciting, because so many people today are searching for gentle, non-invasive ways to support their well-being naturally. And here is another example that really highlights something important: the body's ability to respond to circulation and cellular communication. What you're seeing here is a before and after example of a period of time using PEMF support. And what really stands out to me personally is the visibility in color, the swelling, and overall appearance. Again, everybody's experience is individual and we never make any medical claims. But what this really demonstrates is how important circulation, oxygenation flow, and balance within the body can be. Because when the body is under stress, when the circulation is compromised, and when the nervous system is overwhelmed, we often start to see it physically. And when the body is supported properly, sometimes we begin to notice really positive shifts over time. And I think that excites me so much more about frequency wellness, because it's gentle, it's non-invasive, and focusing on supporting the body rather than fighting against it. So as more people starting to use P90 Plus and P90, we begin hearing all kinds of really interesting feedback and experience. And again, Everybody's body is different. Everybody's lifestyle, everybody's stress levels and wellness journey is unique. But one thing that comes up over and over again is support around circulation, swelling, mobility, comfort, energy, and recovery. Some people notice improvements in how their leg and feet feel. Others talk about feeling lighter, less puffy, and more mobile, or simply more comfortable moving through daily life. And what I personally find exciting is that this technology is so gentle and so easy to use. People are literally sitting with their feet on this device when they relax or when they read, they can watch TV or even better, meditating. So it becomes something that supports wellness in a really simple and accessible way. Now, of course, we never say that this technology cures or treats medical conditions, but what I can say is that many people report positive changes in how they feel when circulation and body's naturally communication system actually is being supported. And I think that's where the future of wellness is heading. It's not about forcing the body, it's about supporting it naturally. And something else that's been really interesting is seeing how people are using this technology as part of their self-care and also their beauty routine, because when circulation, oxygenation, and cellular communication are supported, people often notice visible changing in the appearance of their skin as well. Things like skin looking more refreshed and more radiant and more vibrant. Many people also say that they feel more confident because they simply just feel better in themselves. Now, this particular attachment is called the Frost Age Beauty device, and I love it myself. I use it every second, third, or fourth day, depending on the time I have. It's absolutely incredible how my face has changed and skin has improved. It's designed to work alongside the P90 Plus system as part of a wellness and beauty routine. And again, it's not about perfection. It's not about trying to look 20 forever. But for me personally, it's about supporting healthy aging, feeling good, looking vibrant, and taking care of ourselves naturally. And I think that's something so many women today are actually looking for, that gentle, non-invasive way to support their well-being and confidence from the inside and out. That's what makes me really excited. So this here is the Tera P90, and this is really considered the entry model in the world of PEMF and frequency wellness. And what I love about P90, it's so simple, it's portable, and it is so easy to use and designed to support the body in a gentle and non-invasive way. People simply place the feet on this device for a short session every day, and many people report feeling more relaxed, more energized, sleeping better, and generally more balanced generally. Now, again, we say this device, we never say that this device diagnoses, cures, or treats anything. What it's designed to do is to support the body's natural communication system and overall well-being. And for many people, this device has become a part of their wellness routine, almost like a moment each day to pause, to recharge, and to support the nervous system. What's also really beautiful is that people of all ages can use it in the comfort of their own home. So it's wellness support that fits everyday life in a very, very simple way. And this is the Tera P90 Plus, which is really the more advanced version of the P90 system. And what makes this different is that it combines multiple wellness support technology into one device. It also includes a handheld tool to support things like relaxation and circulation, skin appearance, recovery, and overall well-being. It's got these two, the claw, and it's got the frost stage beauty device. So again, it isn't about forcing the body or masking symptoms. What this technology is designed to do is to support the body's natural communication system and help create that environment where the body can actually function more optimally. And what many people love is that it becomes a complete wellness system. So people use it to help recover, relaxation routines, beauty routines, daily self-care. Some people love the foot plates. Others love the handheld tools that's more targeted for support and skincare. And for me personally, I think what's exciting is that wellness is moving towards prevention, support and balance and daily care, rather than waiting until the body is already so overwhelmed. So it's really about supporting vitality and quality of life. So firstly, I'd like to say a big thank you for you being here today. Thank you for taking the time to listen, to stay open-minded and explore something a little different. My intention today wasn't to convince you of anything. It was simply to open up a conversation around wellness, energy, frequency, and a future of how we can support the body. And I really want to encourage you to do your own research, stay curious, ask questions, watch the videos and information I'm going to place or send out to you shortly once you enter your details in the link that's attached to this video. There'll be more resources so you can explore it at your own time and really feel into whether it resonates with you. And of course, please reconnect with the person who invited you to watch this video, because they genuinely care about your well-being and wanted to share this experience with you. And if you don't have someone specifically helping you yet, I'd love to personally like to support you, or one of my beautiful team members would be happy to help to guide you as well. At the end of the day, I truly believe wellness is shifting. People are looking for more natural support, empowering ways to care for themselves. And I think frequency wellness is becoming part of that conversation. So thank you again for being here, and I hope today has inspired you to stay curious, stay empowered, and continue exploring what's possible for your own well-being. So thanks for being here today. Look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you again in another video soon again. Bye.